guys, in this video today I'm going to be talking about benefits of diversifying and also benefits of niching down on content creation. There's been a huge debate about should I niche down or should I diversify. Well, most content creators, whenever you're in your content journey, you realize that, oh my god, I actually don't like one thing. For example, I started on wine and food when I got started creating content. I used to have a blog that used to deal with wine and food, and I realized that I no longer want to create like food content or restaurant content. I want to create wine content now, wine and travel content, and so I went to that wine and content thing, not wine and travel thing, and I did that for a few years. I got some really good like press trips to cover, got a lot of news. I still kind of do it, but then at some point I also learned that I really have such a huge love for digital marketing. I have such a huge love for analytics and data and research, and I decided to just create my channel to be on digital marketing and also like working online using the internet. I've been somebody who's relied on the internet to sort of get opportunities, apply for jobs, apply for opportunities, meet people. The internet has been my solace and has been my source of opportunities, and so I see a lot of people struggling. I see a lot of struggling graduates who don't know what they need to do, but I'm here to like teach them that you can actually use the internet to sort of get opportunities, as well as content creators, people who create content, kind of showing them how they can do that. As you can see, I pretty much do a lot of things. I am on the wine side, on the digital marketing side, and working online side. So at some point in my journey, I felt like I had to choose. I had to forever like do away with this wine thing and focus on my digital tech and marketing kind of side. But then after some time I realized that I don't have to choose. And let me tell you, those times when I used to feel like I had to choose, I'd spend weeks kind of debating which one I like more, and I was just wasting time basically, until I sat down and I started observing like people who are doing big things in this world, or people who are really like making power moves or making moves in whatever career that they're doing. And I realized these people do a lot of things. I'm not saying be a jack of all trades. I'm just simply saying that don't confine yourself to one thing. However, some people believe that you niche to blow up. Others feel like you need to diversify. So which is which? I want us to have a very good discussion today on the power of niching down and also on the power of diversifying. Let's start with diversifying. Why do you need to diversify as a content creator? What are the pros of diversifying as a content creator? One of them is that you get more opportunities. I'm sure you've seen when it comes to content on YouTube, there are many niches. Some people do tech, others do lifestyle, others do food, others do travel, others do wine, others do like digital marketing and education. However, there's a crop of creators who do like everything. They're called lifestyle creators. Not all lifestyle creators do everything, but I've seen that lifestyle creators are able to work with many brands. They're able to talk about different things. They're able to basically just take us around whatever they're doing. Today they're talking about financial issues. Tomorrow they're talking about decorating their kitchens. The other day they're talking about clothes or a lipstick they bought. The other day they're unboxing a phone. So as you can see, diversifying is really good for them because they get to work with many brands and they get more opportunities in that case. The next thing is it's fulfilling to really do what you want to do. It's kind of fulfilling to diversify. I'm so fulfilled because I get to talk about things I'm interested in, and my audience knows that Jean talks about wine and she also talks about digital marketing, so it's okay. And I feel more fulfilled because I'm not letting one of my passions go or one of my interests go. So there's a lot of fulfillment that comes from doing like many things that you are skilled in. The next thing, or the next advantage about diversifying, is that you grow quickly, especially if you're in this online content creation world. You definitely get an audience from here, an audience from there, and they all come together into your bigger audience. I'm sure you've seen like lifestyle creators have amassed thousands of followers. Anybody who starts a lifestyle channel has the potential to amass many followers. So that's one thing, is that you really grow quickly and your numbers really grow because you're targeting people with many interests. The next thing I've realized with these content creators who do a lot of things at the same time is that you never run out of ideas. Ideas are always there. It's about now how you execute them. However, if you're dealing with one thing, sometimes you might sit down and you might have to rack and scratch your head a bit and to rack your brains a bit to kind of come up with a type of content that you want to start talking about. So when it comes to diversifying, is that you never run out of ideas. Let's say you're a lifestyle creator. Today you can show us about how you plan your day. Tomorrow you can show us at jeans for wearing with heels. The other day you can show us how you painted your living room. Like, there's so many things that you can do in that specific thing. I feel like also when you diversify, that's such a good way to experiment, and you get to see what you like and what you don't like, because you get to know what your audience also likes because you're diversifying. Sometimes people will tell you, oh Jean, please don't do content about homes, or Jean, please don't do content about finances, and you can be able to see even what you like at the end of the day. Like, you get more confident by doing, and you also learn what you like by doing. So the more kind of different types of contents that you try when you're diversifying, the better it is for you. However, there are also some cons in diversifying. People feel like you're spreading yourself too thin. People feel like you'll never be known for something. Also, your audience is very diluted. So there are also cons that come from this diversification. However, let's look at pros of niching down. Most people say that niche down to blow up, and I am a big believer in that. However, I've not been able to really niche down in one thing, but I also believe that people are known for something. For example, if I am searching about balcony gardens, for example, it's something I'm really interested in. The first person I saw who did a lot of videos about balcony gardens becomes my go-to person for that specific topic. I'll never go to somebody else. I'll always like remember, oh, there's this guy who does this. Or if, let's say, you want to know about working online in Kenya, and then you think, oh, Jean was the first video that I saw when I searched for that, so she'll become my go-to person. So that's one thing about niching down. I feel like when you niche down, you also spend your effort on that one thing. You perfect it. For example, let's say I'm talking about cameras. I am a photographer and videographer, and that's the only thing that I do. I have a channel, I talk about those things. I can be able to really go deep down into one topic and really explore everything about that topic to the extent that I become the go-to person. I am skilled and I am knowledgeable, as opposed to when I am doing like 10 different things. I have so many topics to go through, so I'm only like average in all the 10 things instead of being like good in one thing. So that's one thing that I've noticed, is that you really get to delve deeper into a topic, and you really get to absorb and learn as well, like a lot about a topic, and people get to know that, and they know that Jean is very skilled at these things. She's not just skilled, she is very skilled. So that's one thing about niching down. It helps you really become that person. Yeah, they also say niche down to blow up, and I believe that whenever you niche down, you really become targeted in what you're doing, and even your audience and the people who are in that are your die-hard community. So whenever you launch something, they're buying. You don't have a diluted audience because you've really targeted, and you really have a targeted approach, and whatever you're doing kind of holds more water. Challenge me on this, but that's what I've noticed when it comes to like niching down. The other thing I think I've already kind of alluded to or mentioned is that you become known for that thing, and you become the authority for that specific thing. People believe that you're more credible the more you niche down into a topic. Say for example, I started talking all of a sudden about copywriting and nothing else. I'm telling you, every person who needed copywriting services would come to me because they believe that I am credible, I have niched down, and I'm the authority in that specific like topic. So niching down kind of helps you like sort of think about that. Think about content creators that you know who create deco content. I'm sure somebody has already come up. Who create food content. I'm sure somebody has come up. Fashion content. Whoever, those people who are springing in your mind, those are the only types of content that they do, and they've been able to really like niche down. Yeah, and also the other one I think I've also mentioned is you get a targeted audience that converts, because you're not having a diluted audience. You're not having 50 food people here and 50 like people who deal with gadgets here. So you have a targeted audience. Like if I follow Jean, I am following her for online work videos. You better have a small audience, but it's targeted. And one thing I've noticed about niching down, or whenever I have tried to niche down, is like you grow sometimes slowly, because maybe you have a micro audience or you have a niche audience, and it's okay. However, that audience has a bigger conversion rate than other people with more diluted audiences. So it's all about you, depending on what you want to do or what makes most sense for you. The best thing about also niching down for your audience is that people know what they're getting when they come to your channel. It's not like I'm wondering, okay, what is Jean posting about today? They know that Jean definitely has to post about this. So they've made a date with you, and they'll come to your channel knowing, or they'll come to your content pages knowing that I am getting this from Jean. This is what she does. I'm not going to anybody else. So that's another thing to consider about niching down. However, the cons of niching down is that it might limit you. You might grow slowly, and you might even lose out on other things that you're more passionate about, or content that you have, you have experience or you're skilled at. It might confine you creatively, because you feel like you have to stay in a box, and you might want to blow up or go out there. I have also noticed that people fall in different tiers, or people fall in different like content tiers, and there's a name for people who have more than one interest. I'll put the names here because I'm not pronouncing those names. Yeah, these are people who are skilled in more than one thing, and if you're that type of a person, I always say that your unique blend of interest will be your way to differentiate. So own your unique blends of interest. If, let's say, I have wine, and I have travel, and I have other things, and I have digital marketing, I found a way to just own, this is who I am. If you're an actress who sings, who also writes, who also acts, who also shoots videos, on that. If, let's say, you're a musician who also does home videos, and also, I don't know, does cleaning videos or whatever, just thinking from the top of my head, but on that unique blend of interest. I like to use the magazine analogy. If I have a wine magazine, let's say it's called the Wine and Food Review Magazine, I'm able to post about wines that you have to get, restaurants or places you have to visit, travel destinations. So you can see I'm incorporating wine, food, travel. I can even talk about digital marketing strategies for restaurants. I can be able to incorporate like my digital marketing side. So what I'm saying with the magazine analogy is, whatever you decide to do in your content strategy, make sure that it's all cohesive in terms of a magazine. Think of it as a magazine. A magazine can have many types of articles in different niches, but at the end of the day, it's all cohesive, and it's like blending together. So what I like to tell you is, have 3 buckets or 2 buckets. One bucket can be one of your passion, the other bucket can be another of your passion, and these buckets pour into each other from time to time, and they all kind of work together. So have different content buckets, but they all work together. And that's what I would tell you in case you want to diversify. In case you want to niche down, I think you can really be targeted, and you can explore topics in your niche. So make sure you do it in a way that feels most authentic to you. Do not be afraid to really niche down and explore a topic. Also, be wary of your audience. Some audiences sometimes may not really want you to really go deep in a topic. So for example, I'm talking about like wine. Sometimes it might be too much jargon to like delve deeper and to do targeted content. However, be very wary that some of your clients or some of your audiences may like that, others may not. So make sure you're also surveying as you create your content. So I want to know, for 2020, are you going to niche down, or are you going to diversify, given all the points that we've talked about? Let me know down below, and if you have any other points on today's topic, leave them down below. And thanks for tuning in with me today. Bye.